Okay, so I'm so excited about this video. I don't know, I just wanted to do something completely new and just maybe give you some inspiration. So I will show you today how you can model this kind of really cool sci-fi design, organic shape, whatever. This looks really cool because hang on. Because the thing is, so this alone is already really cool because yeah, you just will learn like so nice techniques. But then when I finished the tutorial, it was like, man, like someone could like add a little bit more details with some wings, some weapons, whatever, and then he could create like a spaceship or whatever, right? And then I've just done here like the AI workflow, so I will show you how to do it. It's incredible simple. So I just then uploaded. Then this image is just a screenshot and this screenshot. And then I just told it like, yeah, create here. So take those images that I've uploaded as an inspiration and just create a spaceship and keep the original form and just add some details like weapons, turbines and wings. And then, yeah, you have to prompt it a little bit. So give me some different results and all that kind of stuff, add more details. And then you get really crazy results. So of course, this is like not some super professional, whatever, like game spaceship, but it's just kind of inspiration because it literally took the exact same form as we created here and just added some details, and you can just play around and just have fun with plasticity and just model around just for yourself if you are into that, you know. And then you have your really cool organic shape here, and then you can start to add like more details and just having fun, and by that you will learn 5 million times more than if you just watch tutorials, you know. And then yeah, it gives you a lot of different yeah, results here. So really cool, and my job is it to give you some inspiration, and obviously as always I teach you like the techniques and workflows in plasticity, 3D modeling, in my tutorials, in my courses. And I just want to show you today how to model something like that. And if you are already a little bit into surface modeling, then it's very easy, kind of more or less. So this is not a beginner tutorial. You need some surface modeling understanding because otherwise this tutorial will take like way too long. And yeah, again, so you can just watch like my free tutorials on surface modeling. Just click on my YouTube channel, and yeah, I have like hundreds of tutorials. Or I have right now our Black Week super sale, the biggest sale of the year on my plasticity courses. And if you click on the website on courses, so below this video you find the link to this website. And if you scroll down, I have here, so below individual courses, so here are like my surface modeling courses, right? So where you learn how to model a helmet, motorcycle, power tools, like even a car, completely step-by-step structured learning path for beginners, for everyone can follow along. I describe everything step by step. Yeah, it's a Black Week sale, so you can just buy it. And then you can also watch later because you have like lifetime access, of course. And then you can just apply those learnings, play a little bit around with AI. And yeah, so let's jump into this tutorial today. And I don't know, I really like that. So let's create a new file. And the reference image you can also find below this video, link in the description. And I also just have it here again on Pure Ref. It's called the program. You can just drag and drop that image so it always stays on top. Okay, so I show you some techniques that, I don't know, it's just so fun and you can create so crazy shapes. And, you know, I will just create a quick tutorial, but if you really spend some time and you really just, you know, listen to some music and really just have some fun and explore shape, design and forms, wow, you can create like crazy shapes, you know, it's really fun if you are into that kind of stuff. So what we will do is, let me just explain very quick. So yeah, we will just create some cool curves. So here at the top, here, this one at the bottom, at the in the middle, at the bottom, and then we will close it with surfaces. And yeah, I will show you a very cool trick that I I don't know, I'm not sure if I showed you that before, or maybe once or twice, like how to project curves to get the exact shape as you want. And it's such a powerful trick, guys. You will love it so much. Oh yeah, like I showed that in my Power Tools surface modeling course. So yeah, now again, let's delete the cube here. And again, it's not a beginner tutorial. I will just go a little bit quicker. So we'll go to the right view, and let's start with this top curve here, okay? So what we will do is we will create two curves. One is on the right and one will be in the top perspective. So one top perspective, one on the right, because then we can get exactly the shape, and then we will project those both curves and create kind of the middle curve out of that. Will be exactly as you want it. So again, it's hard to explain. So let me show it to you. First of all, go to the top view. And let's start with the control point curve. And again, like the first curve, I will go very step by step, because we will create 3 or 4 more curves or 5 curves, and they will be the same process. So I will not explain it to you 5 times, right? Because you are smart, and yeah, I will just have to explain it once. So you can also just pause and go back if you later don't understand something. But yeah, you know, the top view, control point curve, and just snap here. And the first point, very important, you have to drag it down on the y-axis, so it has to be like 90 degrees to this edge. It's very important, so that we then later, when we will mirror that over, that we will get the smooth rounding, right? So G1. So first point here, and now you just have to create a few curves. And here, this is something that is just where you can spend like minutes or hours to find like very interesting shapes and forms. So I will mess it up here, but yeah, you are the more creative people here in Plasticity. But yeah, whatever. So I will, and here in the middle, you see it goes a little bit out. So I will just create something like that. And the last point must be also, again, 90 degrees. So when you create almost the last point, then the last point just snap here on the intersection. So now you can adjust all of the points as you wish, but just keep in mind that you can't go left or right with this last point and this first point, only back and forth. So if you select it with G, just go back and forth, right? Yeah, something. So this one, I want to make it a little bit sharper. So something like that. Again, like, I don't know if this will look good. You will definitely get it even better than me, I'm sure. Because, yeah, it's also new for me. But I'm just showing to you because hopefully you will just enjoy that more. Give you some inspiration and stuff. So something like that. So we have the first curve from the top. Now, because you see, now it's just straight laying, right? But here you see this is a little bit down, here it goes a little bit more up, and here it also goes again up, and then like a rounding. So you could select those points and like move them up, and this one and this one. And it works too, but there's another cool way. So select this curve first and press M and select the color and just go to blue and just make it like a very light blue. Okay, right click. So we just know this is kind of our first reference curve. So now we go to the right view, and now we just want to create the profile, or I don't know, like what we would do manually with these points, right? So now you see from the right, the kind of the profile of this curve looks like now like that, right? But we don't want that. So we want to create another curve, which we can fully focus on the profile. And then we can select them both and just create exactly the curve as we have here. So we can kind of combine them. So again, control point curve, and here very important, you have to click at this point first, right? Perfect. And now you don't need G1 because it's just a profile, and now we can play a little bit around. So maybe I start here and then I go a little bit up, something like that, like that. I don't know. And yeah, and the last point also has to connect again to the original curve. Right click. And now again, just press 1. And you see now you can just create like some interesting shapes here. What you also can do is you can select this curve here and press F and search for toggle curvature. But for that you need like at least the beta version 25.3, beta 19. Because then you see the curvature comes, right? So you can here increase it. So I have it here, I don't know, you can make it 10. And then you can press 1. And then you can, again, as I explained in one of my previous tutorials, create like perfect curves here. So you don't have like any weird intersections. But again, I don't want to go too deep here. Just watch my previous tutorial where I explained that. So I will just toggle that because I just want to show the workflow and technique. So something, I don't know, something like that, okay? Just something simple. And select this. And again, we want the same color. So just drop that blue point onto the other curve. So both of them are like white. So because we will create a lot of curves, it will be very confusing otherwise. And now you can select them both and press F and search for project or project. Bam. And now we have the exact 3D curve, which is tangent at this point and has kind of our profile, right? So you see this new curve, the blue one, has the same profile from the right. And if we go to the top view, it also has the exact same shape. So very, very powerful and nice. Perfect. And now let's select only our reference curves kind of and hide them and select this curve. So this is our first curve. Let's press M and just make it red. So we just know that this is like our first top curve. And now we have to do the same for the middle curve. So you see this middle curve is like a little bit longer and also goes a little bit more outwards because we have the surface that kind of extends to the outside. So again, just from the front view, again here control point curve. And again, I will just quickly, so just pause it or watch like the previous part here. And I don't know, like I will create something like that. But here again, it's, oh my God, you can spend so much time. You can create such amazing, interesting shapes and designs. So something like that, right? It's kind of, it has like this wave thing and it's really nice. Okay, so this is here our profile. And now we have to go to the top view and control point curve and press 1 so you see the point. So control point curve and again snap to this endpoint. And the first one, very important again, has to be 90 degrees. And again, so it has to be everywhere going outside of this first curve that we've created. So I don't know, something like that. And the last point again has to be the same here. So before you create the second last point, go here, press Shift. You have a construction line, snap to the construction line and then this point. And now just adjust everything. So again, we have two curves and make sure they are connected, not like here. Select this point and this point. G, V for pivot, bring it to this point. And then with G and control click, you can bring it here. So like that. Again, select them both, press M and just make them like a very light blue. And while selected, press F and project. And you have this curve. Perfect. Looks great. Select the sketch curves, hide them, select this main curve, press M, make it red. All right, so you see It looks very wonky, but I mean, it is because it's just very quick. And the proportions, I already don't like them, but you will see like the workflow technique is exactly the same. So then now let's create here the bottom curve. Again, just right view, press here control point curve, and yeah, something like that. And go to the top view, press 1, and we have a lot of points, so it's a little bit confusing. So just go to control point curve and just snap in the 3D view to this last point. Go to the top view again, like 90 degrees first, something like that, and it should be again inside of this middle curve, because again the surface will go down. Yeah, something like that. And the last, so second last point, click over this last endpoint of the other curve, shift, and then snap to the construction line, and then here, then you have exactly 90 degrees. So something like that, and maybe I just adjust the last point. Yeah, something like that. And again, so you see, they are not connected, but they don't have to. They just have to be from the front view, be on the same coordinate kind of, because otherwise the projection will not work. So you have to try and experiment a little bit around, but it should work, I think. So let's select them both and press F and project like that. Perfect. And yeah, it's nice. Let's right click, select those two curves, hide them, and let's select this guy here, M red. And okay, so this looks cool. And what now? So now we obviously have to create all of those surfaces, right? So very nice trick. Line, create a line, go to the right view and just connect first those ends and right click. So just create one line. Then again, Shift A, connect those guys here. Shift A, connect that, and Shift A, connect that. Then select them with Shift click and Shift S to subdivide them. And then just to give it here a little bit of an interesting organic feel, we just want to curve them a little bit. So give a little bit of a curve. So just select the point and just drag them a little bit outwards. But again, you can also go inwards. You can go outwards. You can go. You can do whatever you want, you know, it's really nice. It will always work. So I will just drag them a little bit out just to give them a little bit more volume kind of. And now, yeah, you have to select them all and press E for the supporting surface, right? So I'm not explaining what this is. You should know that if you are a little bit into surface modeling, but watch any of my beginner surface modeling tutorials. I explain that in depth and length. And yeah, let's hide our curves. And now we want first to close this section here, right? So you could just patch it. So if you select all of those boundaries, you can just patch it. But if you want a little bit more control in the middle, so if you want to add some more curves which goes inside, outside, whatever, you can just create here a line and just snap here and one more time here. So just connect those two curves. Shift A, create a new line and just do the same here. Because now you can also select them and Shift S subdivide them. And now again, you can play around with the point. You can go like outwards, inwards. Again, I will go a little bit more out. So just to give them a little bit of a curve. And now don't patch it, but in edge mode, select first this edge, shift click, and loft and shift. If this breaks, if this does not work, then you did not listen exactly, then you rushed it. So then you messed up here the 90 degrees in the very beginning that we've created the curves with. This is very important, otherwise you will not be able to give it here G1, which is extremely important, so everything will be smooth later when we will mirror that. So let's do the same for the bottom. Again, Shift A, I will just select this point and just go here. Shift A, like that. Select them both, Shift S, and also give them here, oops, select them, give them a little bit here of a curvature like that and like that. And again, press 2, go one by one, select them with shift, loft them, and shift, and perfect. And now you can object mode and select those surfaces here. We don't need them, delete them, select the curves, hide them, and those red ones. And you see, if you select them and Alt X and bring to the other side, okay, you see this is a little bit too sharp, but that's fine. But here, wow, but look at the end, this looks so beautiful. And I don't know, I see you can create like a helmet, like a robot, like whatever. You can create so many things, you know, like it's whatever you like that. And here you add like a neck, right? And then some shoulders, and then here some eyes. You can create such cool things, you know. Oh, I hope, I don't know, if you create something, I don't know, like let me know, or that would be really nice to see. But yeah, okay, so I will not do the bottom. I will just close it, but I will just also want to show you how to close then the top. So it will be the same for the bottom, but I will just show it once. So select, delete this left part. We will mirror that over later. Go again to the right view or front view. So you see it from the side. Again, control point curve. And again, very important, you have to snap first to this like end point here, end edge curve. And now again, you can do like farm, like I don't know, you can do like very interesting, crazy stuff. You can go even inwards, like whatever. But let's keep it simple. And obviously also connected here at the end. And I don't know, like, oh yeah, something, I don't know. I don't know, like, I will just keep it simple. So something like that. And again, select that, E for extrude, hide that curve, important. And now, oh, before you loft it, you see the edge is kind of broken because we've created those lines. Easy way to fix that, select object mode, select those surfaces and search for delete redundant topology, because then it just cleans up everything and then you have just one long continuous edge. And then you can select it and just loft it, give it here G0, and look guys, and here G1. Select this face, delete it, and select them, Alt X, and bam, and you see, oh, and you can then give fillets, details, whatever. So then you can also close the hole as you want, so you can go inwards, outwards. And yeah, really nice. Because then, again, obviously practice, do it again, maybe you have some other ideas, and then you can just make some screenshot or something. Again, so I just wanted to show you like this kind of idea inspiration. And just in case you want to learn more about like real products and like much more in-depth surface modeling techniques, again, like I have my Black Week super sale, first link in the description below this video, up to 75%, where I go much slower, step by step, where you learn how to model like real products, so not just like some here, create some curves here and there. We will work like very exact, and you can use then also those techniques and workflows for your own projects. Like a lot of the students, if you click here reviews and if you scroll down, yeah, look guys, it's amazing work that people are creating. And yeah, but here, so yeah, first link below this video description, and check it out. And now here you can just create some screenshots, right? So you can also different perspectives, and then you can add, so you can just go to Gemini from Google, and then here tools, here create images like this banana. So it's like the nano banana. It's like, it's using a lot of people right now. And then you again just upload your images here and just explain what you want to do. It's very simple. So here, reference image, here's my 3D object, add some details, turbines, weapons, wings, whatever. If you don't like it, write make it different. Okay, I did not like that because it's, I don't know, different. Then I just said keep the original 3D shape that I have provided and add only details, right? So then it gave me that. So it's exactly what I said to do, but I wanted wings, right? So then I wrote add more details like big wings, big weapons, etc. And then bam, it created me something like that, right? If this is like too hard surfacey for you and you want it like more smooth, more aesthetical, then you just write that and it will give it to you. And then you can just spend like one evening and practicing, having fun, and just learn plasticity, learn how to implement AI in your workflow. So very amazing. And yeah, if you like that, leave me a like, subscribe, or a comment like with your feedback. If you don't need that, okay, then you did not watch this video, but just let me know. And again, my Black Week's mega super sales where you can save up to 75% on all courses, plasticity to master, 3D modeling, all tools, workflows, techniques, tips and tricks, practices, everything. Check out first link in the description and leave a like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.